So hi everyone, in today's webinar we'll be learning about screenshots and other tools and how we can use them to make the most of our computers and mobile devices. So to get started, what are screenshots? These are also known as screen grabs or screen captures, and screenshots are a great and fast way to capture the contents shown on your computer screen exactly as you see them instantaneously. This feature is built into the operating system of your computer. Whether you have a Windows or Mac PC, there is a different way to screen capture on each. We will also outline on how to do this with mobile devices. To answer the question of why you would ever need to screenshot, they can be extremely useful to you whether you're taking, saving, or sharing them. They let you capture exactly what you see on your screen again, and you can share them with others or reference them later. Possible uses can include collaborating with others with visual aids, capturing a funny post, or capturing a tech problem to send it to tech support. Now, getting started, we'll be looking at how to screenshot on Windows 10. I'll bring your attention to the bottom of the slide where there is a diagram of the keyboard shortcut that we'll use for our first method, which is the Snip and Sketch app. This app can either be accessed from the Start menu on Windows 10 by typing in the search field Snip and Sketch, or scrolling down on the app list and choosing Snip and Sketch. A quicker way of doing this is to use the keyboard shortcut, which is the Windows key, the Shift key, and the S key held down simultaneously. Once you use this shortcut, the screen will dim and the mouse pointer will change. From here, you'll have a variety of options, and the screenshot will be copied to the clipboard, which you can paste into any other program. There'll also be a notification that pops up at the bottom right of your screen, in which you can annotate and save the file to your file explorer. Our secondary method of doing this is to use the print screen key at the top right of your keyboard. The first way to go about this is to press the print screen key alone, and this will save the entire screen as an image file, which will be saved to your local OneDrive folder in your File Explorer under the Quick Access toolbar. If you don't understand where you can find the screenshot, don't worry, because we'll be going over it in a live demonstration later on. Another option is to press the Alt and the print screen key simultaneously. This takes a picture of the active window and is saved to the local OneDrive folder as well. And lastly, you can press the Windows key and the print screen key. This copies the entire screen to the clipboard, and you can paste the screenshot into any program that displays an image, like Paint or Microsoft Word. Note that this won't save the image anywhere other than your clipboard. Please consult these diagrams to get a more accurate representation of the keyboard shortcuts I just went over. And secondly, how to screenshot on Mac. The first way you can take a screenshot is to press and hold these three keys together: Shift, Command, and 3. Once you do this, you'll see a thumbnail in the corner of your screen, and you can click it to edit the screenshot. If by any chance you don't, you can just wait for the screenshot to save your desktop, to your desktop, where you'll find all your other shortcuts as well. Another way of doing this is to press and hold Shift, Command, and 4, and this will bring up a crosshair on your screen that you can drag and select the area of the screen that you would like to capture. To move the selection, you can press and hold the space bar while dragging, or to cancel taking the screenshot, simply press the Escape key at the top left of your keyboard. And the last way we can screenshot on Mac is to first open the window or menu you will want to capture. For example, if you would like to capture only the Safari window, but you have other windows open, you'll press and hold the keys Shift, Command, and 4, as well as the space bar, all simultaneously. The pointer will change to a camera icon, and once you click on this, the Windows content will be captured. To cancel taking the screenshot, you can press the Escape key. And now to screenshot on mobile devices. Getting started with iPhones that have a home button, you'll click the home button at the bottom of the iPhone and the power button at the top right edge of the iPhone simultaneously, and the screenshot will be taken and saved to your photos and camera roll. To do this on an iPhone without a home button, you'll simultaneously press either of the two volume keys at the right edge of the iPhone and the power key on the left edge of the iPhone. Okay, so for iPhones without home buttons, you'll click the power button that's on the right-hand edge of the screen, the left-hand edge of the screen, sorry, and either two of the volume keys that are on the right edge of the screen. And now how to screenshot on, oh, I think I missed this, no. Okay, moving on, how to screenshot on Android devices. For Android devices without a physical home button, you'll choose the volume down key at the right-hand edge of this, the left-hand edge of the phone, and the power button at the right-hand edge of the phone. And the screenshot will also be saved to your camera roll or Photos app. And for phones with a physical home button, you'll choose the power button and the home button. And now how to screenshot on iPads. You'll choose the top button and the volume up button that can be found at the top edge and the right edge of the iPad for iPads without a home button. And for those with a physical home button, you'll choose the top power button and the home button at the bottom of the iPad. For Android tablets, it is the same process. And now a very unique feature with taking screenshot on mobile devices is that you can annotate, which means edit them right after you take them. To do this on Apple iPhones or iPads, what you'll do is click the animation that shows up at the bottom left of the screen. And from here, there'll be a new menu that pops up where you'll have the option to draw on it, add text, signature, or magnify it to see it more closely. And then at the top right of the screen, you'll see an option to share it or delete the screenshot. Note that if you exit out of this menu without clicking the Done button, your screenshot won't be saved. And now to locate the screenshot that you just took for your Apple devices, on your iPhone or iPad, open the Photos app, which is the colorful flower icon. Then go to Albums, which will be the fourth button at the bottom right of the Photos app, and then choose the Screenshot album. And now to annotate screenshots on Android devices, it will be essentially the same process. The look of this feature may vary depending on your version of Android, but it should be a similar process. So at the bottom left of your screen, you'll click the animation that pops up, and it should bring you to a new menu where you'll have a variety of options. And to find screenshots on Android devices, it varies depending on your version of Android again, but you can find an album with the screenshots in the Photos app or the Google Photos app. Once you've opened the app, go to the Album section and look for the Screenshot album. Here you're going to find all of your screenshots. Now, switching gears, we're going to be looking at our computer's clipboard, which is also known as a pasteboard. Technically, this is a special location in your computer's memory that temporarily stores cut or copied data from a document. Once something is stored in the clipboard, it can be pasted to a new location by using your keyboard shortcuts, which we'll go over in a second. The clipboard also holds this information until you cut or copy something else or log out of the computer. Newer computers are making features where when you log out of your computer, your clipboard's history may still be saved. Some examples of why you may need to use the clipboard to copy items may be things like copying text from a word processing software to include in an email, taking text from an article to send it to someone to read, or to duplicate items in a list, just to mention a few examples. Copying and pasting on Windows and Mac is essentially the same process, only that the Control and Command keys are replaced for your shortcut. So our first step would be to select the text you would like to copy by choosing your cursor and double-clicking to select a word or triple-clicking to select a paragraph, or you can click and drag to select a custom amount of text. All the text that you select will be highlighted in blue for you to conveniently identify. Our second step will be to copy it by pressing Control and C for Windows or Command and C for Mac. And we can also cut it, which will delete your text, as well as copy it to your clipboard by pressing the Control K for Windows and Command K for Mac. And lastly, you have to select where you'd like to paste by moving your cursor to that point in the document. You can press the Control V key for Windows or the Command V key for Mac to paste. A very intuitive feature on Windows 10 is that you can access your clipboard history. You may want to use this because it can be hard to keep track of what you're copying and pasting, especially if you're using your clipboard constantly. Clipboard history is a tool that allows us to see all items that we've recently copied in one menu, since we can only have one thing pinned to the clipboard at once. To get your clipboard history at any time, press the Windows logo key and V. This will open up a new menu where you can also paste and pin frequently used items by choosing an individual item from your clipboard menu. If you're someone who's using multiple devices and using your clipboard on all of them, you can also share your clipboard items across those Windows 10 devices. You'll have to enable this in Settings by selecting Start, Settings, System, and Clipboard. Choose Automatically Sync Text by clicking the gray switch and making it turn blue. And this will make it tied to your Microsoft account or your work account. So remember to use the same login information throughout all your devices. And now for accessing clipboard history on Mac, unfortunately, the feature isn't as intuitive, but it is one of those Mac OS programs that runs in the background. You can find it and view clipboard through the Finder menu, which is in the top left toolbar of your screen. And you can find and select Show Clipboard to see the last item that you copied. You'll only be able to see the last thing you copied to the clipboard. If you're not sure what's in your clipboard, it might be risky if you don't know how it will act with other programs, but you can always overwrite the clipboard's content by copying or cutting new data, and the old data will automatically be deleted. So that concludes the presentation portion of the webinar. We'll now be moving on to a live demo, starting with the Windows live demo. So the first method I'll be showing you is the snip and sketch method. This is my personal favorite method due to the fact that you have the opportunity to have a variety of different options all in one app. So to do this, what you're going to do is navigate to the Start menu by clicking the Windows key at the bottom left of your screen, or clicking the magnifying glass at the bottom left of your screen, and searching Snip and Sketch. As you can see, the Snip and Sketch shows up at the top of this search menu. Simply click on it, and it'll open the Snip and Sketch app. Alternatively, you can click the Windows key and choose it from your app list by going all the way down to the S and choosing Snip and Sketch. Now, as you can see here, it's telling us press the Windows logo key Shift S to snip what's on your screen without starting Snip and Sketch. So we can also do that if I close the window and use the keyboard shortcut. As you can see here, there are 5 options that show up at the top of my screen. The first being to create a rectangular snip. The second being to create a freeform snip to kind of draw what you want to capture on your screen. A window snip, which will copy the active window to your clipboard. And a full screen snip, which will copy your computer screen exactly as you see it. Now, to execute any of these commands, simply drag your mouse cursor to the area that you would like to select. It will then be highlighted in a lighter color. And once you let go of your mouse cursor, it'll be copied to your clipboard, and there'll be a notification that shows up in the bottom right of your screen. If you miss the notification, you can also access it by tapping the notification bar at the bottom right of your screen, and it'll show up in the top section. Once I click on the notification, it'll open the Snip and Sketch app, where I have the option to create new snips or to annotate the image by drawing on it, erasing what I've drawn, or cropping the image. To finish cropping your image after you've selected that option, choose the check mark at the top right of your screen. And you also have the option to save the file by clicking the little printer icon at the top right of the screen. Once you click on this, it'll automatically bring you to your File Explorer, where you can choose where you would like to save it. All right, now that we've learned how to use Snip and Sketch, we'll be looking at our other commands, which are print screen commands. These tend to be more quick, but not as intuitive in their functions. So to do this, the first one I'll go over is to press the print screen button alone. So once you press this at the top right side of your keyboard, it will open a notification again, but this time it'll be directly saved to our OneDrive. And by clicking on this, it'll open our File Explorer, and as I mentioned in the presentation, you'll have a OneDrive menu under the Quick Access toolbar. Here you'll be able to access all your personal OneDrive files. And by double-clicking on each folder, you'll be able to access the Screenshots folder and find all your screenshots here. Now to use the other commands, which are the Windows and Print Screen command and Alt command, simply execute the keyboard shortcuts by holding them down automatically. So for the Windows and Print Screen shortcut, what it'll do is show you a little animation, which means that it has copied exactly what you see on your screen to your clipboard. Once you've done this, you can paste the screenshot anywhere you would like by using the Control-V keyboard command, or right-clicking and hitting paste. As you can see, it's copied my screenshot to this document. And lastly, our Windows and our Alt and print screen shortcut, which is, oh shoot, I forgot what this one is. Sorry. Oh, right. So it takes a picture of the active window on your screen, disregarding all windows that are open. So if I open my File Explorer, it's not covering the entirety of my screen, but when I use the keyboard command Alt and print screen, what it'll do is copy my active window in this case, which was the File Explorer. And then you can access that by going to your OneDrive, Pictures, and Screenshots. And here, as you can see, it disregarded the rest of my screen and only showed my File Explorer. So that concludes our Windows live demonstration. Now I'll be passing it over to Greed, who will be doing our Mac demonstration.
Okay, so for Mac, so there's a few commands as we learned is, my personal favorite is Command Shift 5. So when I do that, so now Command Shift 5 on the Mac, and then can you see the bars now?
Yep, that's good.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So then say I just want how to screenshot a Mac, I can move these little arrow bars to what I want screenshotted. So say I just want that, and then at the bottom here, I want to click capture. And then that took my picture. Does that make sense? And then you'll also see in the bottom corner that says how to screenshot on Mac. If I click it, it'll pull up what I've screenshotted. Kind of like Windows. And then another function, if you a little less easier and you don't want to edit, you just want the whole screen, you can do Command Shift 3, and it just takes a picture and it goes to the corner of your screen and you can click on it and then you can edit it. So can everyone can see this? So when I screenshot Command Shift 5, you'll see I can adjust. So say I just want that. I see bottom. So this is capture entire screen. So this will take my entire screen of everything. This is capture selected screen, so whatever I have highlighted. Oops, that just captured it. Do not need to click that. So that will, whatever's highlighted, and then portion. So this, it will capture whatever's in this box. And then this one is record entire screen. So this will take a video of my entire screen. And this is record selected portion. So this will take a video of just what's in this box. And then this is just like what you want it saved to. And then this is to take the picture exactly.